There is a question from Dhyan Ashish about my Bhutan travel. Ashish, where are you? Read your question.
Swamiji, Pradam. Swamiji, we are eagerly waiting to listen your spiritual travel of a beautiful country, Bhutan. You said in Bhutan you met your Param Guru Virochan Rimpoche. You also said you and Virochan Rimpoche both were disciples of Buddha at the time when Buddha was alive. You said in the past life Virochan Rinpoche was Ananda. Also said Ananda was enlightened within 24 hours after Buddha left his body. Also said enlightened person will not reborn again. But how is it possible to born again of Ananda as Virochan Rinpoche? Swamiji, please tell the mystery of your Bhutan travel and mystical birth of Virochan Rinpoche at Bhutan.
We are very fortunate. We have 3 friends from Bhutan sitting here. So I would like to invite them on the dash. Please come. Please come. After this travel, we have found many dear friends in Bhutan, very beautiful people, very simple and very much spiritual. And I am so fortunate that 3 friends are here from Bhutan. I would like to welcome my dear friends from Bhutan. Those were very active during the religious seminar there in Thimphu. So first I would like to hear their experience in this Buddha field, also Tapovan, how they feel. And we feel very good that immediately after Bhutan I have some guests from Bhutan. And I wish that every month somebody should come. Now we have very friendly relationship with Bhutan. It was my first visit and I have found very close friends, numbers of very close friends. And I would love to travel that beautiful land again. So first, I welcome my friends. I like to hear something from them. Nepali, English. I was surprised that in Bhutan, most of the people, 99% people speak Nepali, Hindi, English, and Bhutanese language, 4 languages. Most of the people, they understand these 4 languages and they speak also these 4 languages. Our respected Holiness Virochan is master of language. He is only 11 years old and he speaks such a beautiful English. And he has translated in his past life many books from Sanskrit to Tibetan language. And it is said that in his past life also, he knew many languages. Age-wise, he was 11, but he can read any book written on Buddhism in the language which nobody can read, but he can read and he can understand and he can explain. So it was my best surprise, and it was also grace of God that I could meet a person like him.
Thank you, Swamiji. It was, thank you for having 3 of us to your ashram. It's a really amazing experience for us. And it was a fortunate opportunity for me to be able to meet with Swamiji at the conference. And I was participating also, and then I attended his session, and it was really uplifting and different. So we had to follow him and come to ashram. Thank you. Yes, it's so-called karmic connection, because we were supposed to come to Kathmandu last 2 weeks ago, because we had some shopping to do, because we have some events will happen in November. So we wanted to buy some dharma items. So we were planned to come before, and then we postponed because I was also participating at Vajrayana conference, and then I thought, so I cannot miss that, so we need to postpone. And so I feel that there was a calling so that we can meet you, and we were on the same flight, and then Swamiji was kind enough to invite us here. Of course, we promised for 2 nights, but we cannot manage that. So tomorrow we are leaving. Thank you so much for having us here. Yes, and my friends here, we work together. I work for Bhutan Nuns Foundation as an executive director, which is our patron is also the Queen Mother of our 5th king. So we had been working for the benefit of the women who are following the spiritual path as well in Bhutan, who are the Buddhist nuns. So I had been fortunate to serve them for over 17 years now, especially both of us. So we are very fortunate, so that because of our work, we get to meet people like you all. So that's very heartwarming, and I'm really happy, and we would like to visit again and again and bring many people to visit. And also your question, if I can say a little bit about, because your question also it's interesting, and also how Swamiji shared at the conference itself how he found his teacher in Bhutan is Virochan Rimpoche. Because when you ask, like, how is it possible to come back after many years, they are enlightened, and it's not possible once they are enlightened, they are not supposed to be reborn as a human. But there is also a belief in Buddhism that you go and stay, achieve the nirvana, and then you go to heavenly realm, and then you stay there. But then they are also supposed to, when there is need on the earth, they are supposed to come back to. So that's what I believe, what we believe. And then when Swamiji shared with us at the conference that how he found his teacher from Buddha's time, and it was very amazing for all of us. It's hard to believe, because people like us, we live in a relative world. So it's the ultimate sense. It's very difficult to believe and understand. And but at the same time, all these things are possible because all the miracles have no rationale. You know, when it comes to religion or spiritualism, so we cannot use our rational mind, because things like that happen because there is a need in the world today more than any time, any other time. So thank you for coming back as our savior. Yeah. and also to have our Vairotsana Rinpoche. I believe it's hard to believe, but again, it's not hard not to believe also, because this is the time that we need, and they came Bodhisattva, and we also understood that Swamiji was also recognized as a Bodhisattva. So that's very timely, and we are very fortunate and happy. Thank you so much. Yes. And I would like you all to visit once in Bhutan, yes, and let us know when you come there. So I would be more than happy to be your guide. Yes. Yes. So anything
के बोलोस् नेपाली हिन्दी इंग्लिश Bhutanese language हामी बुझ्दैनौँ. We understand all.
Good evening, everyone. Namaste, Ajur. म केजाङ छोमो. Thank you, Swamiji, Ajur. हामीलाई इन्भाइट गर्नुभएकोमा मलाई त्यति साह्रो थाहा थिएन हजुर. साँच्चै भन्नु पर्यो भने त मेरो हाम्रो डाइरेक्टर हुनुहुन्छ भुटान फाउन्डेसनको. उहाँले भन्नुहुँदै थियो कस्तो गरेर पनि जानै पर्छ. के भयो भने पनि जानै पर्छ त्यहाँ चाहिँ गुरु स्वामीजीले बोलाइराख्नु भएको छ त्यहाँ गएर हेर्नुपर्छ स्वामीजीको नलेजहरू एक्सपिरियन्सहरू कस्तो छ के छ हामीले लिएरै जानुपर्छ भनेर भन्नुभएको रात दिन भन्नुभएकै भएर चाहिँ अन्तखेरि हामी आयौँ धेरै हामीले कुरा धेरै सिक्यौँ. आज आफ्टरनुनदेखि सेसन हामीले जोइन गऱ्यौँ है. त्यसमा चाहिँ पुरा इन्ट्रेस्टिङ हामीले अब अहिलेसम्म त यस्तो पनि गरेको छौँ डान्स अरे के अरे हामीले पुरा इन्जोय गरेर धेरै रिलिफ पनि लाग्यो है. अन्त अहिले भर्खर फेरि तपाईँहरूले यो प्रोग्रामहरू हेर्नु हुँदाखेरि कोही लाफिङ पुरा गर्नुहुँदैछ नि त्यसमा पनि हामी नबुझेर पनि त्यसै हामी पनि हाँसेको धेरै इन्ट्रेस्टिङ लाग्यो. थ्याङ्क यू. थ्याङ्क यू हजुर. थ्याङ्क यू स्वामीजी हामीलाई इन्भाइट गर्नुभएकोमा हामी धेरै खुसी अब थ्याङ्क यू भन्न चाहन्छु हजुर. सरी मेरो नेपाली यति साह्रो राम्रो भएन. आई ट्राई. थ्याङ्क यू सो मच फर इन्भाइटिङ अस.
Thank you, Swamiji. I think I'll just focus on your question, how do we feel about the place here? Before I just retired a few years back, I was a teacher, and my focus was on the environment, the importance of environment, the nature. On that aspect, I'll just speak, not take much time. I think one of our teachers back in Rinpoche's, he said, in Buddhism, the only enemy is distraction, and the only solution is meditation. So this is, and also when we talk about the environment set up like this, how important. Even today, when we were driving up from the hustle and bustle of Kathmandu, and the moment you climb up, even the driver was explaining how serene, the traffic, less traffic, and the moment you enter, I think then and there you feel the presence of the calmness, quiet, the bees, the nature humming, the birds chirping. So even I used to advocate that in the I used to teach the nature, how important the nature is, gardening, the flowers. I think one of the verses the Buddha said, if one see how a flower is being bloomed, then you understand all about the life. So this is what I would like to say. I think in this digital age, the distraction, and then the moment we are away from the nature, then we lose the essence of real life. So this is, I would like to, the moment you get into, even if there is no setup like this, the moment you get into a nature, close to nature, that is where you understand the essence of life. So this is a wonderful setup, with this is what, the essence of life should be close to nature. And to refrain from more distractions. The moment you step out, one can understand, into Kathmandu town, and the moment you step. So this is really wonderful. Yeah, yes. That is how I felt the moment I step in. I'm always in peace. Yes.
So we are already converted. As you can see. Although I don't want to use that name.
That was an international conference about awareness, conscious living, meditation, and Buddhism. So there were delegates from different countries, about 400 delegates from all across the world, and there were around same number of Bhutanese friends who were participating. So I was given the opportunity to speak in the conference and also to conduct a small meditation. We were 400 participants from outside Bhutan. So I was very surprised that Bhutan is so time conscious and everything happened there in exact on time, which never happens in Nepal. No? And people were given time, like I was very surprised, from 8 a.m., 8 plus 10, 8 hour 10 minutes to 8 hour 23 minutes. Exactly you have to finish at 23 minutes. There is a bell, no? एक मिनटको हिसाब थियो मलाई यति आश्चर्य लाग्यो यति पङ्क्चुअलिटी टाइमको हैन कसैलाई 17 मिनट कसैलाई 13 मिनट बोल्नलाई थियो मलाई पनि मेरो टाइम भेरी लिमिटेड थियो र मेरो मैले बोल्नुभन्दा अगाडि त्यहाँ मास्टर हुनुहुन्छ बडो पवित्र व्यक्ति हुनुहुन्छ उहाँले इन्ट्रोड्युस गर्नुभयो र जब हाम्रो रिम्पोचे विरोचनसँग दर्शन मैले पाएँ त्यो बेला उहाँको गुरु हुनुहुन्छ उहाँलाई रिलिजन पढाउनुहुन्छ किन उहाँ त 11 इयर्सको हुनुहुन्छ डिफ्रेन्ट रिलिजन उहाँलाई पढाउनुहुन्छ उहाँ उपस्थित हुनुहुन्थ्यो र उहाँले जुन तपाईँको प्रश्न छ त्यसको धेरै उत्तर उहाँले नै सर्टमा दिनुहुन्छ माई ट्रिप टु भुटान it was a great blessing for me. The only speaker from Nepal I was invited, and most of the speakers were great scholars of Buddhism. They were lamas, rinpoches, or they were PhD and DLit in Buddhism from Oxford University, and different the people who came, the speakers, those who came from America or Germany, they were all highly qualified in Buddhism. That way I think I was only speaker who is not Buddhist by caste, but by heart I am a Buddhist. And actually, His Holiness Virochan introduced me, initiated me into Buddhism around 2500 years before. He is my first guru of meditation. He taught me meditation, and I was invited in Bhutan. Night I arrived, early morning I got the invitation to have his darshan in Darbar, and that was one of the memorable time of my life. When we recognized that he is my first guru, I started crying. It is against the protocol of palace that you cannot touch any royal family member without his permission. But I hold his hand, put it on my chest. So we were there, no, his witness, and I cried like anything. I could not manage the protocols of the palace. No? I was holding his hand all the time. I was there, and it is also great surprise. His age is only 11 years. His Highness, Her Highness Queen Mother, she explained me that he has started showing extraordinary quality from 2.5 years when they were in China, Tibet. He recognized the places where Virochan in 700th century, 800th century has meditated in many caves, mountains. So he recognized and so said so many things. And I read the book. There was a book in Tibet which nobody could read because the language was forgotten. The old language, Buddhist literature. But Rinpoche, Virochan, at the age of 2.5, he could read that book and he explained the meaning. So there was a sign of extraordinary talent and extraordinary things. And also for me it was a lifetime experience to meet a person of such height. Actually your question is that enlightened people, as Osho has said, that enlightened people generally don't take birth. Because birth happens when there is a desire. As long as you have even the smallest desire, you will be reborn. You will take another body to fulfill your desire. Enlightenment means you are totally free from any desire, any passion, anything you want to experience or know or visit or meet. When you are totally, your mind is totally settled, you are totally settled on your being and there is no desire for anything, then your whole being, your whole longing becomes compassion. Wherever you travel, you said blessing and compassion. So out of compassion, it is a Tibetan technique that out of compassion, enlightened people can take birth out of compassion, out of love. You know, our respected Dalai Lama is 14th Dalai Lama. He has been reincarnated 14 times before. The present Karmapa is 17th Karmapa. He has come 16 times before. So is Panchen Lama. You know about these three names, but there are many Buddhist masters enlightened. One of them also in Nepal, who was enlightened in the previous life, but he is born again out of compassion to help the humanity. So it is a Tibetan tradition and science that people who have no personal desire, no longing, only out of the compassion, they can born, they can take life. It is also possible in Hindu tradition, like Krishna. Krishna was already enlightened in his previous life. He was not enlightened when he was in body 5,000 years before. No, he was born enlightened. We are making a temple of Anandamayi Ma. This time when I went to Uttaranchal, I came to know about her. I was not aware about much about her. When I visited her samadhi and meditated there, we were in a group and we heard the voice that you have made temples of many masters in Nepal, take me also to Nepal. You will not believe on such thing. I can understand if you disbelieve me, it is very natural. But we are making a temple for her here, no? So she was also enlightened in her previous life. She was born enlightened. I have read about her, and after I heard that her command that I should make her, she said that you have many temple of Kabir, Buddha and Shiva, take me also to Tapovan. Only enlightened person, she is not in body, but she can communicate. So she was also enlightened in her previous life. So enlightened people can also take birth, not for any personal reason, just to help humanity. And Rinpoche Virochan has come, again in human form. His previous, as we know, his previous incarnation was in 18th century. As much we know very little about him, and that before that he was at the time of Buddha Ananda, who left his body at the age of 120, who was my master in that life, who initiated me in meditation. He has come for a special purpose. The world is passing through a very difficult time. There are nuclear weapons which was not before. The war has happened in the whole history, but people were fighting with sword and banduk, rifle. But now we have a very dangerous weapon that is called atom bombs and nuclear bomb. So if war happens in present time, if one head of the state loses his temper or loses his balance, there are more than 7 countries who have atom bombs, hydrogen, neutron. So if one state leader loses his balance or becomes aggressive and he uses the atomic power, immediately other country will come, those who have atomic power, and then the whole planet will become lifeless within 24 hours. Like there are planets like Mars, Jupiter, big planet than Earth, but there is no life. So this beautiful Earth can also become lifeless within 24 hours if one politician of country who have atomic power in Asia itself, China, India, Pakistan, England, in Europe, England, France, Russia. So many countries keep that dangerous weapon. That if one nation, the leader, not whole nation, that's one politician loses the balance, then we have no future. Just now there was conflict between India and Pakistan. By the grace of God, there was ceasefire only after four days of war. People were suspecting that on 5th day, Pakistan had decided to use nuclear weapon. He has already declared that we will not, there is a treaty that not first use atom bomb unless the other country has used. He said, I don't believe in this. No? You will not be concerned because people don't think so much. But our future is passing through a very, very dangerous time. President of North Korea always threatening to use atom bomb. So that danger needs also a person like Buddha to save this planet. Otherwise, by our second grade politician who gives so much a speech about peace, but when their time comes, they jump into the war. No? It is not possible. So as far as I will not go into detail, because you will not believe. Things are so mysterious that I cannot expect that you will believe what I am talking. But just I give you a hint that Rinpoche Virochan has come after 25. He was enlightened 2500s before. There is no need, there is no personal desire, longing to take body to fulfill any of his desire. But he has come, he is reincarnated by the command of Buddha. He has reincarnated just to save this planet from nuclear weapons. That's what I realized when I was talking to him. No. And I also like to tell you that some more enlightened people, you know their name? If I tell you, the crisis, the danger is so much, you cannot believe how difficult time we are passing. One head of the state, they are human beings, they can lose temper. They are not God, they are not enlightened people, they are not meditators. They are politicians are like a general mass. And when you become angry, you lose your temper. So if one politician loses his temper, this beautiful planet will become lifeless within 24 hours. That is the danger. And to save this planet, I will just finish by saying that to save this planet, Rinpoche Virochan has come. His presence will indirectly do the miracle, and many others enlightened masters of Buddha time will also come in this century. Then only this planet will be saved. So he has come with a mission, and I am very fortunate that I could have a darshan of a living Buddha. He is totally enlightened, fully enlightened. At the age of 21, he was radiating grace and love and compassion, which I cannot describe you in words. So he has come for a divine purpose to save this earth from nuclear weapons. And some other Buddhist masters are also coming soon. Or they are born, we will recognize. यति कुरापछि यति नै पचाउन गाह्रो होला, त्यस कारण मैले कुरालाई विश्राम दिदिनु ठिक होला. My experience of Bhutan, just a minute. No? I have visited America, all developed countries, 20 developed countries of the world. By the grace of Osho, I got opportunity to visit all the developed countries, France, Germany, England, Canada, America, Australia. I was most delighted to visit my neighbor country, Bhutan, a small country. I cannot describe you my experience. Few things I can tell you. That's the only country in the world where nobody smokes. Surat banned छ त्यो countryमा. The only country in the world where you cannot see anything of plastic. Plastic is banned in that country. There's the only country in the world where you will not see any traffic lights, no? To my surprise, that's the only country where you cannot blow horn in the car. Whole country is silent. And like when you go to the south of Nepal, Taraima, त्यो लाउड स्पिकरको आवाज गाउँ गाउँमा सहर सहरमा सुन्नुहुन्छ है रातभरि बजिरहन्छ काठमाडौँमा पनि मान्छेहरू कही नेताजीहरू चाहिँ लाउड स्पिकरले हल्ला गरिराख्नुहुन्छ हैन पुरै कन्ट्रीमा कोही लाउड स्पिकर बजाउँदैन सो मेरो लागि त यो आश्चर्यजनक अनुभूति भयो गाडी कति छ तपाईँ कल्पना गर्न सक्नुहुन्न नेपालमा एभरेजमा 300 मान्छेमा एउटा कार छ भुटानमा 6 जनामा एउटा कार छ जो क्यापिटल सिटी छ थिम्पूको पपुलेसन हो 1,40,000 गाडी कति छ थाहा छ थिम्पूमा विश्वास गर्नुहुन्न 70,000 हरेक 2 जनामा एउटा गाडी छ हैन तर 70,000 गाडी चलिरहेछ कहीँ हर्न बज्दैन कहीँ ट्राफिक लाइट छैन कहीँ मैले झगडा देखेन कहीँ एक्सिडेन्ट देखेन कनै रोडमा प्याच मैले देखेन जो नेपालमा बडा कमन छ हैन बिना प्याचको रोडै देखिँदैन हैन So it is a very beautiful country, a small country. हाम्रो भन्दा आबादी धेरै कम छ तर पर क्यापिटा इन्कम हामी भन्दा 3 टाइम्स छ हामी $1,400 छ भुटानको $3,500 भन्दा बढी भइसक्यो $3,700 भइसक्यो पर क्यापिटा 3 टाइम्स रिचर देन सानो कन्ट्री छ 8 लाख आबादीको 2 लाख मान्छे विदेशै बस्छन् नेपाल जस्तै 6 लाख मान्छे मात्रै बस्छ दुईटैटा एयरलाइन्स छ त्यो कन्ट्रीमा हामी कहाँ एउटा एयरलाइन्स जुन छ त्यो खाली अरूको के भन्छ त्यसलाई त्यो झिन्डी बोकेर चाहिँ अर्थ चलाइरहेछ त्यसलाई के भन्छ त्यो ग्राउन्ड ह्यान्डलिङ गरेर चलिरहेछ एउटा त्यहाँ दुईटा एयरलाइन्स छ प्रफिटमा यति पिसफुल एयरपोर्ट म त सरप्राइज भएँ इट्स लाइक ए प्याराडाइज स्मल कन्ट्री बट 70% फरेस्ट प्रिजर्भ छ त्यहाँ कन्स्टिट्युसनमा लेखेको छ कुनै पनि विकासको काम होस् कुनै रोड होस् त्यो ग्रिन एरिया चाहिँ 70% प्रिजर्भ गर्नै पर्छ हैन दुनियाँमा कहीँ पनि यसो कन्स्टिट्युसन छैन धेरै कुरा मैले भुटानमा देखेँ जो मैले दुनियाँमा कहीँ पनि देखेको छैन बिना स्ट्रिट लाइटको सबै गाडी डिसिप्लिनमा हिँडिराखेको छ हर्न बजाउँदैन यो नै कत्रो आश्चर्य छ र अर्को आश्चर्यको कुरा मैले देखेँ कुनै तपाईँ काठमाडौँमा घुम्नुहोस् नदी खोलाहरूको गति हेर्नुहोस् त कस्तो छ बागमती विष्णुमती सबैलाई के भन्ने ट्रेन यो नेपालको मात्र होइन इन्डियामा पनि हालत छ पल्युसन यस्तो छ कि सबै खोलाहरू नदीहरू थिए त्यो सब ड्रेन बनिसकेका छन् गनाउँछन् त्यसमा नदी 70-80 वर्ष पहिला जो हामी बच्चा थिए कुनै पनि बागमतीमा हामी नुहाउँथे विष्णुमतीमा नुहाउँथे अहिले त्यहाँ खुट्टा राख्न सकिँदैन र यो नेपाल इन्डियाको मात्र होइन वर्ल्डमै सिटिजमा रिभर्स आर पोल्युटेड वर्ल्ड ओभर पोल्युसनको लेभल यति बढेको छ कि तपाईँ कुनै पनि खोलाको पानी खान सक्नुहुन्न, नुहाउन सक्नुहुन्न, यति फोहोर भएको छ वर्ल्डभरिमा सिटीहरू। मलाई देखेर यति सरप्राइज हो कि क्यापिटलमा खोलाहरू जुन बगिरहेको थियो, होल भुटानमा खोलाहरू यति सफा छ कि त्यहाँ पानी खाइदिउँ जस्तो लाग्छ। दुनियाँमा मैले कहीँ देखेन त्यस्तो सरप्राइज मैले देखेँ। त्यस्तो सरप्राइजिङ कन्ट्रीबाट हामीसँग गेस्टहरू आउनुभएको छ। म रिक्वेस्ट गर्छु फेरि फेरि नेपाल आउनुहोस् हैन।
We take it for granted, and I think I learned a lot about Bhutan from you.
I love Bhutan as much you love. I also fall in love with this country. It's a beautiful country and very beautiful people.
You come again, please. You have a small Bhutan here.
Yes. Tapovan is a small Bhutan. Yes. Huh? People are smiling, no? Here, relatively this ashram is clean than any Hindu mandir. Hindu mandirs are, you will not find clean Hindu mandir. त्यहाँ गाईले पनि हग्या हुन्छ, बाँदर पनि आउँछ, कुकुर पनि दौडिरहेका हुन्छ, दियो जलाएर कालो बनाइसक्छ। भुटानमा मैले हिन्दू मन्दिर एकदम सफा देखेँ, एकदम क्लिन देखेँ। बुद्धिस्ट कन्ट्री छ भुटान, त हरेक मन्दिरमा मैले साइनबोर्ड देखेँ। हिन्दू मन्दिरहरू पनि छन् त्यहाँ धेरै राम्रो। त्यो सबै मन्दिरको बाहिरै देखेँ, दिस मन्दिर इज बाई बिल्ड बाई द पर्सनल फन्ड अफ आवर बिलभेड किङ। राजाले आफ्नो पैसाबाट बनाइदिनु भएको छ, महारानीले आफ्नो पैसाबाट बनाइदिनु भएको छ। मन्दिरहरू सबै राज परिवारका सदस्यहरूले हिन्दू मन्दिर बनाइदिएको छ, बुद्धिस्ट कन्ट्रीमा पनि। र दसैँमा उहाँ टिका लगाउनुहुन्छ र अरूलाई पनि टिका लगाइदिनुहुन्छ हिन्दू जस्तै हैन। त्यस कारणले इट इज ए भेरी ब्युटिफुल कन्ट्री एन्ड देयर इज अ रिलिजियस टलरेन्स एन्ड आई हेभ नो वर्ड टु डिस्क्राइब द ब्युटी। आई ड्रिम that someday Nepal should learn from Bhutan these qualities. Thank you. So when will be your next visit?
I hope soon.
Please come and participate in one of our meditation programs.
Sure, we will. This time, unfortunately, we couldn't because we didn't plan. So it happened spontaneously. But so anyway, we have learned a lot. So we would love to.
And please pay my respect to all the friends who invited me, all the holiness. No?
Dashokarma Ura really said you must go and visit and don't come without visiting. So that's also one I had to fulfill. So thank you. He is very happy.
Our prayer is always answered. जब हामी प्रार्थना गर्छौँ हृदयबाट, अस्तित्वले त्यसको उत्तर दिन्छ। तो अस्तित्वमा यति भाषाभाषी छन्, कुन ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा उसले उत्तर दियोस्? नेपालीमा, हिन्दीमा? भगवान्ले भन्नुहुन्थ्यो तिमी गडलाई कति ल्याङ्ग्वेज सिक्नु पर्यो? कोही ग्रिकमा प्रार्थना गरिरहेछ, कोही रसियनमा गरिरहेछ, कोही नेपालीमा गइरहेछ, कोही हिन्दीमा गइरहेछ। परमात्मालाई कति ल्याङ्ग्वेज सिक्नु पर्यो? बडो गाह्रो छ। सो गड स्पिक इन ओन्ली वान ल्याङ्ग्वेज, द्याट ल्याङ्ग्वेज इज अफ साइलेन्स हैन। मौनमै परमात्माको उत्तर आउँछ। एन्ड द एन्सर कम्स नट एज ए वर्ड बट एज ए ग्रेस। जब तपाईँ परमात्मालाई याद गर्नुहुन्छ, कुनै पनि मन्दिरमा गएर जब याद गर्नुहुन्छ, त्यो मूर्तिले शब्दले बोल्दैन, त उसको आफ्नै भाषा छ, त्यो भाषा मौन हो र त्यसमा आशीर्वाद हुन्छ, ग्रेस हुन्छ, ऊर्जा हुन्छ। इट हेज इट्स ओन ल्याङ्ग्वेज। भगवान्ले भन्नुहुन्छ कि रुखले पनि तिमीसँग बोल्छ, फ्लावरको पनि तिमी जब जान्छौ फ्लावर ग्यालरी बस्छौ एप्रिसिएट गर्छौ उसले पनि बोल्छ त उसको भाषा तिमी बुझ्दैन हैन द फ्लावर हैज इट्स ओन ल्याङ्ग्वेज ट्री हैज इट्स ओन ल्याङ्ग्वेज द रिभर हैज इट्स ओन ल्याङ्ग्वेज द हिमालय हैज इट्स ओन ल्याङ्ग्वेज द गड हैज इट्स ओन ल्याङ्ग्वेज द गडको जो ल्याङ्ग्वेज छ त्यसको नाम हो ग्रेस हैन आशीर्वाद ऊर्जा अहिले हामी प्रार्थना गर्छौँ छोटो प्रार्थना गर्छौँ भगवानले हामीलाई आशीर्वादको रूपमा उत्तर दिनुहुन्छ त्यसले फिल गर्नुहोस् दुईटै हात उठाएर आशीर्वाद ग्रहण गर्नु होला 5-7 मिनटको आशीर्वादको वर्षा हुन्छ यहाँ देयर विल बी रेन अफ ग्रेस यु हेभ टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द्याट ल्याङ्ग्वेज अफ ग्रेस